Hi, I'm Crystal Ashworth from Sputnik Moment, and today I'm going to show you how to add help text formula fields to your FoundationConnect portal. Help text formula fields allow you to create larger areas of display text which can help define a particular section or field on an inquiry, request, or grantee report record. These additional fields can be helpful because the standard help text boxes available with each field only allow 255 characters, and a user has to hover over a question mark icon in order to display that information. However, help text fields display the text directly on the portal for easy viewing. Also, help text fields are different from instructional text fields, which are also available in your FoundationConnect configuration. Look for that tutorial that addresses instructional text creation on our YouTube channel, Sputnik Moment TV. The first step to creating a help text field is to define which type of record you want to add the help text formula field to and what you want the text to say. These fields can be added to an inquiry, request, grantee report, or external review record. In this example, we're going to add a help text formula field to an inquiry record. To create the field, you have to log into Salesforce and have administrative privileges to the system. The easiest way that I use to create a new field on an object is to click on the tab itself, and then use the quick navigation menu on the right-hand side of the screen. It's this little arrow right over here. Click on the arrow to expand the menu, hover over the View Fields link, and then click on the new link. You'll select Formula under the data type and click Next. Okay, now here's where you really need to pay attention. For the field label, you must start with the word help followed by an underscore. So for example, if we know that this is going to be our help text for an introduction to the inquiry, we might call this field help_introduction. However, when the field gets displayed on the portal, the programming behind the scenes automatically hides this field name and simply displays the text that you entered. That is why the help with the underscore is so important at the beginning of the field name. When I hit the tab key, you'll notice that this field name automatically gets populated for me, so you don't have to re-enter that information. Now, since this is a help text formula field, what do you suppose we should select for the formula return type? You guessed it, text. So select text and click the Next button. The two biggest things you need to know about how to enter text in this big blank box is that your text has to be enclosed in quotes, and you can't press the Enter key to create spaces in between lines. You have to use the HTML tag for a carriage return, which looks like this. For the sake of time, I have some help text saved off in a text file, so I'm going to copy and paste it in this box. You'll notice that you can get a bit fancy in this text box with some HTML tags for font size and color. The easiest way to find that stuff out if you aren't an HTML guru is to just do a Google search. And then you can see we have some carriage returns here. And then we even have an email link embedded in this help text as well. Again, Google will be your friend to find all the different HTML tags you can use. So once you have your text defined, click Next. And formula fields are always flagged as read-only, which means a user can't enter data into this field. But you can determine which profile should have visibility to these fields. If you don't particularly need to hide this text from anyone, you can leave all the profiles checked and click Next. However, if there are profiles you would like to hide this field from, simply uncheck the box next to the profiles that you don't want the field to be visible for and click Next. Now at this screen, I always recommend unchecking the top box to uncheck all of the page layouts. The reason I recommend that is that when you leave them checked and save the field, Salesforce will add the field to all of the page layouts for you, but most likely not in the spot on the page that you want. So since you have to go into each layout individually anyway, I always uncheck them all here and go into them one by one after I save the field. Okay, so we've unchecked the page layouts, and the final step is to click Save. Now that we have our help text field created, we just need to add it to at least one page layout. A common mistake can be adding the field, but then not putting it on a page layout. So from this screen, click on the Page Layouts link on the left-hand side, and choose the page layout you'd like to add the help text field to. I would recommend only adding it to portal page layouts, because this text is most likely there to aid your applicants and your internal staff won't necessarily need to see it. So click Edit next to a page layout. And something that I also like to do, depending on the help text content, is to create a separate section for it. For example, if this is basic introduction text, I might add a new section to the very top and title it Introduction. Then drag and drop my help text field into that section, and you can use the quick find to find your help text field. Once you have the field that you want it in the page layout, click on the Save button. And then you'd repeat that process for any additional page layouts. Since we're in a test environment, we have to clear the cache in order for our changes to be reflected on the portal. So I'm going to click on the Home tab. You should have a clear cache link in your custom link section. So I'm going to click on that link and open it in a new tab. Clear the cache, and then close that tab. Now I'm going to use my new inquiry shortcut link to check my new text on the portal. So we'll go ahead and click on that. Open that in a new tab as well. And now you can see my new section up here at the top in the blue. That was the new text that we just added. And now that you know how to add help text, here are a few tips that we found to be helpful during client implementations. Number 1, add an introduction section that introduces the applicant to the application process. It can help them to understand what's expected as they move throughout the fields. This is a good place to indicate that required fields are marked with a red line. Number 2, a Getting Help section is also a good idea. Let them know that if they see a small question mark icon next to a field, they can hover over it for additional information. Also, if there's a specific person they should contact with questions about the application process, you can put that person's name and contact information in this section. And finally, number 3, if you have a large text field where you're asking the applicant to input detailed information, you may want to use a help text field to indicate the specific information you need and if there's a certain order they should enter it in. That concludes our tutorial on creating help text fields for FoundationConnect. More tutorials can be found on our YouTube channel, Sputnik Moment TV. And be sure to check out our website and blog at www.sputnikmoment.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.